I reflect that if only I'd joined the political parties at university, then maybe I could have been like them, our leaders. And I guess I missed my chance. It's just that those spotty guys in the blazers who joined the Young Liberals and spent their time editing the school paper instead of playing in bands and banging hot girls like I did, in other words, experiencing adolescent life, just seemed like the biggest wankers on campus. Now it makes me feel safe and secure to watch the box every night, telling me about all the wonderful things they've done and said. All those lumpy guys taking all those tough decisions, living out their crisis leader fantasies. They fill me with such confidence in the future. I mean, with that kind of well-rounded experience in undergraduate accountancy class, they know what's best for a living society and culture. So it's only right that once elected, they should ignore what everyone else says. I mean, they have a mandate then. This is democracy after all. And although hardly any of us ever meet any of them, we did choose them. Kind of. I mean, you can't realistically share wealth and power. Things just wouldn't work. And they never have. So it must be human nature. I mean, that trickle-down philosophy has clearly been a huge success over the last 40 years. What with the top 1% now holding, 99% of the world's wealth or something? Whatever. What's clear is it just keeps heading towards 100. It seems inevitable now. But no biggie. The relative disempowerment of the entire world. What kind of nut thinks he can look at the past and see where it's heading into the future? And no way this virus thing is the Agenda 21 endgame. What's Agenda 21? I wonder who Manly's playing this weekend. And in a democracy, too many cooks just spoil the broth. Plenty of vibrancy in a two-party system. I mean, it's not like they just say the opposite of the other guys just to distinguish themselves and appeal to the lowest common denominator of their base because they know that once they're there, it's only a two-horse race to the bottom they need to win. Geez, I keep getting sidetracked from my preemptive confession. So there you go. I'm sorry for having been born quite smart, but clearly not smart enough just to keep my head down, have no ideals, and focus entirely on my own material productivity. I'm sorry for having also gotten an old school, well-rounded education and being a bit artsy-fartsy. Also for ever having been so unwise as to look at anything on YouTube. It's all junk. And especially for expressing my therefore necessarily poorly informed opinions under the illusion that that was somehow okay. I must have been ignorantly reading and seeing things by other equally deluded people, and for that I'm sorry. Good. And I understand that it is best for everybody that they severely restrict the kind of information we receive in the media and remind us that only they have the facts while everything else is mere opinion, that only their experts are the real experts and those other experts aren't really experts at all. I mean, thank God the truth of things is so cut and dried. And it's great that you don't even have to really tell all your news media employees and bureaucrats what to say. You just place a few key people, make it clear what's expected of them to keep getting paid, and they'll do whatever you want. I mean, there's always another guy with no spine looking for their job. I mean, those Milgram experiments were right. It's a really efficient setup too. It's just simpler and more reliable anyway to get all your news in one place, from a trusted source, as the ads say. And that's really helpful for us dummies that they've repeated the same thing and nothing else over and over and over for the last 6 months. Because it's obvious. We simply aren't to be trusted to think for ourselves or to make the kinds of decisions and conclusions of which the luminaries in the control structure are capable.